Hi, welcome to Texas Lone Wolf and Big Hal. Your source for Red Pill Truth in this photo. You see that monkey going from one branch to another? That's known as monkey branching. So monkey branching happens quite often in relationships, especially in the 21st century. What is monkey branching? Alrighty. Please give me a moment. Let me get me some water so I can keep my mouth hydrated so I can get your information that you need, all right? Be right back in a few moments. All right, got me some water, and I'm fixing to get right back into it. All right, what is monkey branching? We're going to go ahead and get into it right now, and we're going to cover the okay. Excuse me. Sorry, I didn't mean to burp in the microphone. So, now, what is monkey branching? We're fixing to get into the topic here, the wonderful topic. All right, monkey branching. Who does it and why? How to spot the signs. All right, are you ready to read with me on this? Breakups are hard, okay? What's worse than a breakup? Seeing your ex start a new relationship immediately after ending yours. Well, you know what? You ever heard hypergamy? All right, well, I'm gonna go ahead and blow this up some more. Okay, and they moved on really quickly, especially females. They move on quickly. So how do they move on quickly? One week you two together, and the next they're posting selfies with someone else as if you never existed. Well, you know what? Here's the thing. Is your ex a monster and incapable of human being? Potentially. All right. Even likelier explanation is that they're a classic monkey branch. So what is monkey branching? Monkey branching is metaphor for a female who was in a relationship. She ended it one with you and started another one with a new guy. So they going around doing things. And so when a person swings from one relationship into another, it's named for how monkeys move from branch to branch in the wild. Never let go of the first branch until they successfully grab on the next. So in this metaphor, people are the branches. Mainly men are the branches. And one of the worst things a man can actually do is open up to a female. Open up to a female is like trying to go up to commit a crime and then open it up and spilling your guts to the DA at a detention center that you have all the parts of the evidence to be used against you in a court of law. Women, I'm sorry for being harsh on all genders, all female genders. I'm going to spill the red pill truth that everybody needs to hear. And you do this quite often. And don't tell me you don't. You could be married to a man and have hundreds and hundreds of male contacts on your phone behind your man's back. Those are orbiters or branches. You decide to, oh, well, you know what? I am vulnerable. I am neglected because my man's always working. Let me tell you something, women. How did you get food in your house? How did your bills get paid? How did the mortgage get paid? How did you get that vehicle that you got in your driveway? How did you get that vehicle insurance? How did you get your driver's license? How did you get the cosmetics to cover up your ugliness as you age? How did you get all that? If you say the word money, Viola, what do you have to do to get that money? You have to go to work. And sometimes you're going to have to make sacrifices in real life. And wearing your sleeve, your feelings on the sleeve is not going to do you anything but sink you into later and further into destruction. And there is biblical proof in the book of Proverbs talks about a woman like that who wears her feelings on the sleeve and then acts out of emotions. Okay? Then she goes into destruction, to the gateway to destruction. And many people follow her to destruction. So, okay, and monkey branch form emotional connections with outside people and line up to the next relationship before properly ending the current one. It's like dating equivalent of having someone on deck. Are you getting this? It's a cowardly way to move through life, and we'll discuss who does it and why. I tell you who does it. Majority of the women that are in relationships do this. You hardly ever hear men doing this. You hardly ever hear men doing this. It's mostly women. Mostly women do shit like this. Alright? So the woman decides to leave one relationship, alright? And she latches on to the next branch, to the next guy, without even evaluating the logistical consequences behind it, so to speak. Now, is it close to cheat? Is monkey branching? Is it monkey branching cheating? It can be. Look at this. At the very least, monkey branch is a form of emotional cheating. But sometimes that emotional cheating becomes physical. Alright, beyond cheating, monkey branch indicates deep-seated fears of commitment and low self-worth. Are you getting this? Imagine being so terrified of being alone with yourself that you line your relationship back to back no matter who gets hurt. Are you getting the picture yet? Are you getting that picture? Monkey branching is not the way to go. And to the man that's engaging in monkey branching, to that chicken holding her hand, yeah, she's going to leave her current boyfriend for you. Okay? And a rebound relationship is where, okay, monkey branching is the same as a rebound. We're going to answer that right here. Monkey branching and rebounding are not the same things, okay? They're not the same thing, okay? Monkey branchers line up their next relationship before ending their current one. Alright? A rebound relationship, however, are formed after the previous relationship is over. The motivations are different too. Monkey branchers internalize the breakup before they break up with you. In a rebound relationship, A rebounder used the next relationship to cope with the pain of the previous relationship. They hope the new relationship will help them forget their ex and heal quicker. In this case, it won't. It just adds to the emotional baggage. More difference on monkey branching and rebounding. I highly recommend this video, but I'm not going to play it. Alright? Monkey branching or cushioning. Cushioning in a relationship is like how it sounds. You build a cushion for yourself by flirting and forming emotional attachment with someone else in case your primary relationship falls through. These outside people become an emotional backup plans, aka friend zone, so to speak. Is there a big difference between cushioning and monkey branching? Not that I can tell. Two terms that describe the same bad behavior. Alrighty. Okay, why do people monkey branch? Alright. Alright. People monkey branch because at their core they have low self-esteem and cannot tolerate being alone. Of course, you may hear excuses for why people monkey branch, such as dissatisfaction with their current relationship or feel like their needs are being unmet. Listen, things happen and things go wrong, okay? Alright, I'm back, everyone. Alright, take me a little break. Alright, people monkey branch because at the core their self-esteem and can't tolerate being alone. That sounds like an extrovert, really. Extroverts gotta have people around. They're people person. What they fail to realize is one of these days, they're in their 20s, they're gonna monkey branch, so to speak. Of course, you may hear excuses why people, such as dissatisfaction, their needs are unmet, but those are valid reasons to monkey branch, okay? Secure people with moral boundaries will break up with a partner in that situation. They don't deal with dissatisfaction in the relationship by securing a backup partner. Okay? Now, we're going to talk about the connection between monkey branching and narcissism. Alright? Relationship coach Kim refers to monkey branch as a tool narcissists use to maintain their narcissistic supply, defined as amount of attention and adoration narcissist needs to feel whole. So kind of like a vampire that needs fresh blood to live. If you can see where I'm coming at. Here's how monkey branching achieves that. Number one, they satisfy their inflated ego. Narcissists feel entitled to things and people. When they don't get their way, they experience something referred to as an ego threat. Alright? Now, in this context, a partner challenges them to try to establish boundaries. They may perceive it as a threat to use it to justify looking outside the relationship for connections that will make them feel powerful and desirable again. So in this context right here, they can do this between the ages of 18, 19, 20, all the way up to about 28. And they're going to rack up body counts in this during this era. So when their body counts gets really high, they're not going to be marriage material, so to speak. Narcissists struggle with emotional regulation. Monkey branching is a manifestation of that. Instead of working through normal relationship problems, they look for something better to which they believe they're entitled. Okay? Actually, they do that it's called level up. And most modern women nowadays are into this mentality of level up. But again, as I said, between the ages of 18, being classified as an adult, all the way up to 28, it's a cutoff to find them a high quality partner to get locked down into a marriage and have kids. Unless they have kids during their monkey branching phase, so to speak. So we're going to take a good look at this, okay? Many, they want to number two, they want to refuel their narcissistic supply, so to speak. Relative many monkey branchers have strong desire to feel important and wanted. They get a lot of validation for feeling wanted. As their primary relationship cools and starts to settle into comfortable familiarity, they feel unsatisfied. Narcissists thrive off of intense and emotional attachments. That's why they love bomb partners in the beginning. Are you paying attention? Love bomb is a form of manipulation. Okay? I'm going to look up love bombing for you to give you the clear definition. Anyways, love bombing is not very good. It's a form of manipulation. Love bombing. All right, I'm going to action or practice lavishing someone with attention or affection, especially in order to influence or manipulate them. Let me reread that again. Love bombing is an action or practice of lavishing someone with attention and affection, especially in order to influence or manipulate them. Now, what does it mean someone is love bombing you? Love bombing is a controlling, manipulative tactic often used by narcissists and abusive people. They seek to quickly obtain affection and attention before tearing their victims down. They do this emotionally. They appear charming and excited at the beginning, but actually fades away and replaced with emotional abuse, so to speak. Now, it is why they love bomb partners in the beginning. I just already described love bombing over here. And it is a manipulation, it's emotional manipulation. Every relationship has natural rhythm. Intensity can't stay cranked to 100% is unsustainable. But they can't handle that, so they take it to the sign to look for something else better while in a relationship with their current partner. In other words, hypergamy kicks in. Monkey branches are perpetually unsettled. They crave adrenaline hit of the new relationship before, where everything is fresh, exciting, and intense. But it is impossible to live that way with one person. That is why they bounce from one relationship to the next. Of course, they have no capacity for self-reflection. So remember, it's never their fault. So the story in your mind is that partner was there as the partner is a problem. They just look for something right for them. All right. Number 3 is all a game to them. Sometimes monkey branches do what they do because they view all aspects of life, including relationship, as a game they intend to win. You see, they play with the people's emotions. They view everything as transactional and measured to their life in terms of upgrades. That's what's called hypergamy right there, okay? People are no exception. If something in their in their existing relationship is imperfect, they will seek a better partner. Again, they're never satisfied. They want a better job, higher status, fancier car, fancier house, and a partner. So what's going to happen is they're going to go to the new partner. The new partner ain't going to take a BS off them. Then they're going to end that relationship with them. They're going to find somebody else. It's called opportunism. So they get tired of one partner, they're going to bounce to a next one on their contact list on their mobile phones, so to speak. Many people who monkey branch are opportunists. And this is the difference between a traditionalist and an opportunist. Traditionalist knows there are going to be problems in a relationship and decides to stay and work with it and weather it out and help their partner grow and bond. Opportunist gets into the relationship while it's fresh and new and everything. They get bored, they go to the next person by monkey branching. In their life, they say the grass is always greener mentality. And trust me, to make sure your grass stays green, you need to be the one watering it, all right? Many people who monkey branch are opportunists. They constantly seek the next best thing, including in their romantic life. Is a whole new grass is greener mentality. And remember, they will never commit because it will represent a type of security and stagnation to them, which is untenable. Internally, they are consumed by the idea that something better is always out there. This occurs in all aspects of their life. Of course, no job, status, relationship can fill a cup like that. They're never truly happy with their life, so to speak. They fear, number 5 is fear of being alone. Monkey branchers over-identify with their relationship status. They are terrified of being single and connect with their self-worth to whether or not they are with someone. This is true even for narcissists. Monkey branchers are terrified of being alone because of their lack of self-esteem. Okay, even the boastful narcissists who outward behave as they are some special gift feel incomplete without adoration of others. They associate being single with being unwanted, which they cannot tolerate. Now, the signs of monkey branching. Now, so how can you tell if your partner is secretly monkey branching you? If your gut instinct tells you something is up, you're probably right, but there are also signs you can look out for. Number 1, they're flirtatious. Monkey branchers are notorious flirts, often in front of their partners. If confronted, they become defensive and accuse you of being a real flirt, but that is all deflection. Deflection is a form of manipulation. I just want to give you a heads up. Flirting partners do not respect the boundaries or sanctity of their relationship. Okay, here's another one. Number 2, they're overprotective of their phone. If your partner is overly protective of their phone and other tech, this might be a sign of monkey branching. Some people get defensive about this one. Why should I let my partner go through my phone or email? I'm not suggesting that. However, your partner becomes visibly nervous or fidgety. If you ask to look at something up on their phone is not yours out of reach, that's a signal they may be hiding something from you. That something could be another partner. Men, if you're in a relationship with a female that does this, dump her ass. Dump her and run. Number 3, they spend more time on their phone. If your partner suddenly texts more, spends more time on social media, or taking calls away from you, that is a red flag. Take note of their phone behavior. Has it changed? Are they hyper vigilant about locking their screen or placing their phone face down around you? Are they late night messages? Does your partner wait till you use the bathroom to text people back? Talk to them about it. If they become overly defensive, take that as an additional clue that something is up. Number 4, do they have dating apps? If you're in a committed relationship, dating apps should be deleted full stop. Don't fall for the, I forgot to delete them stuff. Don't allow them to brush off, say, I never check them. It's not a big deal. Why do you care? Ask your partner to delete the app. If they refuse, you know where you stand. Dating apps make monkey branching much easier. There's no reason for anyone to keep dating apps on their phone except to use them. Yes. I hope you're getting the red pill messages. Number 5, they spend more time away from the house. Monkey branches will find ways to be out of the house. They suddenly want to go to the gym more often or run errands that explicitly take hours to complete. Are you seeing where this is going? If your partner spends a lot of time away from you in the house, this might indicate cheating, or at least, very least, an effort to create physical or emotional distance from you in preparation for monkey branching. Oh yes, look at this. They go out with friends more without you. Another sign of monkey branch is when your partner's social life pivots back to nights out with friends away from nights without you. Of course, balance is important. You need time to hang out with friends independently of each other. If you're in a committed relationship, you shouldn't be living a single life on the weekends with friends at the bar. So at the bar, you're going to find some high body count individuals ready to sleep with anything that walks. Are you seeing that? Are you seeing this? This could be a sign that your partner could be seeing what's out there. There's also a chance they're not out with friends. Monkey branchers will go out with potential partners, see if their new relationship is ready to take off before ending things with their current partners. Nights out with boys or girls might be a cover for a date night with someone else. Oh yes. Oh yes. You know what? I'm glad we're talking about this. I'm glad we're discussing this right now. Are you going to see this? Number 7, they accuse you of cheating. You know, I used to go to church and learn Bible study. Comment was made, if you point one finger, you got 3 of them pointing back at you. You point one finger at a person, you got 3 of them pointing back at you. It's not a very good thing, is it? So guess what? If I accuse you of cheating, that means I'm cheating first. See? If you know you didn't do anything from the heart and somebody accused you of cheating, they're giving you signs and signals that they are doing this. This is incredibly frustrating, but monkey branchers will often project their feelings of guilt onto you by accusing you of the very behavior they're guilty of. That lines of what I just told you. If you notice suspicious behavior from your partner and they suddenly start accusing you of flirting or cheating, that's a major red flag. Some monkey branchers use this type of emotional manipulation to justify their own cheating. If they can convince themselves and others that you are acting suspiciously, this makes their behavior seem reasonable. Number 8, they're increasingly private and secretive. Does your partner leave for long periods without telling you where they're going? Do they make plans for friends to speak vaguely about what they did? If your partner starts behaving secretly, giving vague ideas about their evenings away from you, generally appear to be hiding something, they might also be trying to monkey branch. Okay? No matter what your partner says, this isn't about controlling or keeping tabs on them. It's about honesty. This relationship without honesty is like drinking a water without a glass. That water ain't got nowhere else to be held. It's going to go all over the place. See? All right? The behavior changes. The behavior changes the glue between the sign on this list. If your partner is used to behaving one way towards you, now they behave differently, that is a sign something has changed. If your partner denies anything is different despite clear evidence to the contrary, you might have a bigger problem. They're not willing even to engage with you honestly about the dynamics of your relationship. People who cannot have honest conversations about the relationship are prone to monkey branching. Rather than work on problems which every relationship has, they decide easier to find a new person to be with. No, but they carry on emotional baggage from one relationship to the other. All right. Number 10, they start pulling away emotionally. If your partner's pulling away physically, emotionally, it might be a sign your relationship is near its end. Oops. Did I say that? Oh, yeah. Okay. It would be great if they talk to you about it to see if there's anything salvageable between you two. But monkey branchers don't often do that. They're about 70% sure they don't want to be with you. Rather than break up or separate, they hedge their bets. It's easier for them to test the waters with the other people before deciding to break up with you. Sometimes the process looks like emotional detaching while you're still together. They won't admit it or talk to you about it. In fact, they might even gaslight you into believing you imagine the whole thing and everything's fine. But it's a sign that something is wrong and you should trust your instincts here. Number 11, they appear to sabotage the relationship to force a breakup. If your partner's been exhibit one or more of these signs of the list is to now picking fights, they might be at the tail end of the monkey branching you, getting ready to swing to whoever's waiting for them. And it sucks. If they can't force you to break up, then it'd be a lack of mutual decision, which they hope blunts the effect of popping up in 2 weeks and later with a new relationship. This by saving face and assuaging their underlying guilt over monkey branching you. But you don't have to take the bait. You can call it like you see it. Here's another one you can anyways, they have lots of exes. If your partner's rarely single, it's a sign of a potential monkey brancher. Okay? Do they have a lot of exes? Small gap between relationship, any gaps at all? Did they monkey branch from an old relationship to you? Possibly. So if your partner has a history of dating people back to back, they will likely do the same to you unless they've been actively working on themselves, which I doubt it. This pattern will continue for them. Now, if you've been involved in this monkey branching ordeal, it's not your fault, okay? What to do if your partner monkey branches you? What if officially happening to you? All the signs were there. Maybe you have evidence that your partner's monkey branch, then what? Or what then? Remember, no, it's not your fault. Monkey branch is always a choice. And remember, if she left you when you were making a little bit of money, all of a sudden you got a raise and your money started taking off, and you're living the best life, and she's your ex, and she notices that you are making more money than when she was with you, she will try to come back to you. And the best thing to counter that is tell her, well, you was with me and you left me when I was struggling. Now I'm in my success. I don't need you in my success. That will hurt her. Remember that. Majority of this is done by women. It takes a man days or weeks or months to get over a relationship. But women, they get over it quicker. It's always a choice. Even you weren't a perfect partner, as all of us are, it's not your fault. There's nothing you could have done differently to change the outcome. Well, all you can do is stay single, focus on yourself, sit down at a table, get your notepad, jot down what's wrong in your life, and say to yourself, what can I do to become a better version of myself, so to speak? What can I do to become a better version of myself? What can I do to shine? What can I do to climb new heights without a partner? What can I do? Find you a local Red Pill chapter, either on social media, and absorb everything they teach you about female nature. Okay? Women, I'm sorry to out your nature out. And trust me, this happens more often. And I'm going to bring you the statistic to proving that women initiate over 80% of divorces in the United States. They initiate 80%. Okay, prior to the woman filing for divorce, I had a husband. Oh, no, my wife ain't gonna do that. She'll never do that. I said, it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. And if she's in her 40s, it's just a matter of waiting when it happens. Okay? At some point in not so distant future, hopefully you'll come see this as a blessing in disguise. Now, to give you heads up, monkey branch is an indictment of your partner's moral failings and character. That sounds harsh, but it's true. What kind of person strings their partner along as they look for a new relationship? Who does this? Relationships fail all the time, but your partner was always unhappy. They should have ended things with you, but it's not your fault. They didn't want to do that. Decide if it's worth confronting them. When you find out your partner has been sneaking around your back, planning to monkey branch you, do you confront them? Actually, you should tell them, we're done. Kick them out. Are there good arguments for and against confrontation? Actually, kick them out of your life and be done with it. And then talk later. On one hand, people calling you out when they're wrong is cathartic. This is especially true if that person is someone we love. Well, it could backfire if you aren't willing to say your piece and walk away immediately. It will happen. Monkey branchers can be very manipulative. If you don't want to get drawn and out back and forth with them, what good does it do? They're going to manipulate you anyways. Get out of it. They'll either deny it's happening or try to gaslight you, believe you're crazy or somehow to blame. Pay attention to gaslighting when speaking to them. Yeah, that's form of manipulation. In the grand scheme of things, what difference does it make if they know that you know? It's not worth risking your dignity just to argue with someone who does not respect you. You see, just tell them, hit the road, don't come back. This is for the men folks, okay? Number 3, call it quits. Tell them we're done. We're done. Monkey branchers are terrified of being alone. If you call them out on their scheme before they confidently secured a new partner, they might react out of fear and try to get you to stay with them. Don't. Kick them out. The only way this behavior ends is if you leave the relationship. Hey, give them a taste of their own medicine. I was going back and forth with relationships. Give them a taste of their own medicine. All right? And lastly, number 4, take the time to heal. Most importantly, give yourself a space to heal. Don't be afraid to talk to a therapist. And this is a very good piece of advice. Okay, they can help you process what happened. Go to a licensed therapist. Stay away from family members. Stay away from friends. Stay away from particularly females. They don't know a damn thing about this monkey branch stuff because they're monkey branches themselves anyways. And I hate to lump them up, but that's the female nature. It's going to take some time. Monkey branching is a betrayal, one you did not deserve. It's okay to feel wounded and struggle with trust. You won't feel that way forever. Go to a therapist. A therapist will help you write down stuff, answer the question truthfully to allow them to go to the drawing board to help you rebuild yourself into a better version of yourself. And lastly, it says, lean on your family and friends. Do not do that. Family members will manipulate you. They will gaslight you. They will use you. They will make you feel worse. And friends, stay away from them. Some friends are there when you had a relationship, and some friends will leave when you get out of a relationship. Okay? Now, give yourself grace. That's very important. Find the support you need to rebuild yourself back up. Go to the therapist first. Therapist is there to help you put the pieces of your life back together. And when that monkey brancher comes back, try to come back and get into a relationship with you, put your hand up, say, no, I'm not doing it. I've been hurt by you once before. I won't be hurt like that again. And put your foot down. And I promise you, you'll get respect. Now, remember this. Access should not be a barrier to get help. Remember this. Is monkey branching ever okay? No. No, it's not. All right? No, monkey branching is never okay. It is not an acceptable way to react to a relationship that's not working for you, nor it is fun. Actual thing I read in a popular women's magazine that shall remain unnamed. Wow. Let me reread this again. No, monkey branch is never okay. It's not an acceptable way to react to a relationship that isn't working for you, nor is it fun. That was in a popular women's magazine that shall be unnamed. That was written there. A female wrote it. Okay? Monkey branching is childish and cruel. If your relationship isn't working, talk to your partner about it. You can decide what happens next. Do you attend couples therapy? Do you separate for a while? Mutually agree to break up. That right there would be your best bet. Mutually agree to break up on good terms. What you don't do is string people along because you're afraid to be single. In fact, if you have a history of jumping from one relationship to the next, it's a sign you have some heavy emotional work to do. There's a famous quote from Annie Hall where Woody Allen's character says, "In a relationship, I think it's like a shark, you know. It has to constantly move forward or it dies. I think we got on our hands is a dead shark. If you got a dead shark on your hand, the right thing to do is just break up." So, now, I already covered that one article on monkey branching. So, over here, this one here is called cheating and monkey branching, a harmful practice. This is written by the relationship coach, okay? So this is what's called part of the hookup culture that's exists, that's ongoing. A modern day relationship lacks the going steady tag attached to it. Now it's become an old age thing now. Romantic bonds used to be or have become carefree and meant to be moved from the flow of time. People are relying on online dating websites to find a compatible partner for them. When they find one, they stay with them short term and they boom, exit. They leave. Many bizarre courting styles have popped up in recent time. One such thing is monkey branching. It is kind of flirting with other men or women when you are already engaged in a relationship with your present partner. Various aspects of courtship and healthy boundaries in relationship have changed over the past few years. These relationships are not based on mutual trust, respect, or commitment. They start in a fluke, in an utter despair and dissatisfaction. All right, and from monkey branching infographic. It's an unhealthy flirting and evil dating technique that happens when people consider other new relationship while actively engaged with someone. Number one, they're busy with a good physical appearance, visits to dating apps, accusing the partner, constantly with flirting and many ex-partners. Okay, here's the negative effects of a monkey branching. Low moods, low self-esteem, severe stress, negative emotions, no commitment, no lasting relationship, difficult in decision making. Okay. Self-help tips for monkey branching people. Work on moral values. Seek happiness with what you have. Balance your thought process. Visit a psychologist, so to speak. All right. Now, what is monkey branching according to thepleasantrelationship.com? Okay. What is monkey branching? It's a unhealthy flirting, evil dating technique that happens. All right here. I'm going to read this right here. Dating technique that happens when people consider other new relationship while actively engaged with someone, which is known as hypergamy. As I mentioned earlier, hypergamy is this way. I had a coworker tell me that hypergamy doesn't exist. No, but he will find out when, when his girlfriend dumps him, jumps into another man's arms while in a relationship with him. It's a very bad thing. Monkey branching occurs when there's many options available to you to love for love and affection. It's a what's called a honeymoon phase in lust, which fades and is replaced with reality, and people can't cope with reality, so they jump to the new to keep themselves higher up. Many people consider the alternative why they are engaged with their partners. Yep, you get this? It's a safety net for them. They don't want to fall hard on the ground if toss in the air. If something goes out of place with the current partner, they can easily resort to the other option and rely on a fallback option, known as a backup partner plan, you see. In a monkey branch relationship, the girl gives away her phone number, contact details to new man while actively involved in a present relationship. Her present relationship can be a boyfriend, a live-in partner, or a husband. Sorry, women. This here just outed you out. The girl meets you guys with the hope of getting something bigger and something better out of the new relationship. She pretends to be single and lies to her new partner about her present boyfriend or husband. If you want to refute this, email the person on pleasantrelationship.com and blast them with this. In a monkey branch, and she often moves from one relationship to another without even setting a pause. She jumps from one to the other spontaneously. She participates in one or more relationships with equal ease of efficiency, just like holding on to one branch of the tree and moving on to the next one without putting your foot down on the ground. But if that branch does break, she would try to use her crocodile tears to go back to her previous partner and repeat that evil dating technique again. And she's really never sorry. She participates in one more relationship with equal ease. Okay, now. Personality dynamics of a monkey branching partner. I'm going to read these here. Poor self-esteem is guided by the law of attraction. Does not have healthy emotional boundaries. Your relationships are based on mistrust, deceit, and cheating. May have fearful or insecure personality. You may feel emotionally dependent on others to satisfy your feelings of inadequacy and poor self-worth. Always look out for external source of love and affection. Are happy and dissatisfied with your current relationship. Expect your new partner to fulfill the things which your present partner is unable to offer you. Constant endeavor to get something bigger and better in terms of looks, money, social status, and power. Manipulation and putting the wrong impression in front of your new partner is an art that you have mastered. Oops. You reach out for a new branch in the search of greener pastures while holding on to the old one. You may feel the current one is getting boring day by day. If your Mr. Backup is always there in line for you, you fall back in time of monotony and emotional distress. Your fault finding is your habit. You seek perfection from your partners, which at times becomes an obsession. Wow. I'm going to put this in the description so you can click and then open it in a new tab to read this what I just read over here. Now, 10 signs of monkey branching relationships, okay? In a monkey branching relationship, you have to respect for yourself, nor your partner. You're anxious, prone women who have immense fear of losing relationship. She cannot think of life without any. You make backup relations to lean on. Any one of them doesn't work well for you. There are a few signs of monkey branch relationship. Number one, physical appearance. The lady is overly careful about her appearance and beauty. She puts regular visits to the beauty hubs for personal grooming and beauty enhancement. She goes to the gym to look attractive and healthy. This technique you may be used to attract new men into your life. Applying loads of makeup, buying fancy clothes can be a sign that you wish to impress men. That's for women. Now, number two, dating apps. You might be interested in going online for various dating apps. It's a modern way to get connected to many men at the same time for fun and experimentation. This is one primary sign of monkey branching. You do this, meet many attractive, status-oriented men in one place. This is like keeping several options available, one at a time for fun, emotional support, and bedroom fun. Number three, accusing and complaining. All right, when a girl or a wife is constantly accusing you and complaining about her partner to a husband, then it's an indication she found a new guy to exploit and to use in her ways. Now, feel sorry for that new guy that she's got. Complaints can be infidelity, lack of love, unhappy bedroom fun, low social status. She might do this to alleviate her guilt feeling that arises of cheating and deceit. This is a projection of her inadequacies to others, on others. She doesn't want anyone to catch her red-handed. That's okay. Projection is like a manipulation tactic. Okay? Now, number four, changes in availability and affection. If there's sudden change in availability and affection of your partner, it can be a sign of monkey branching. Your partner is not available when you need her the most. It's like that saying, if she's not there with you during your worst, she should not be there at the time of during your success, so to speak. All right. She's either going out frequently or busy chatting in her online session. The girls always pretend to be busy during the weekends as well. She's not interested in shared activities with you. Affection is getting less day by day. She appears to be emotionally, physically distant from you. Number five, ignoring and hiding things. If your partner may refuse to spend time with you, may not talk to you, might ignore your calls, show disinterest in going out with you to social events or gatherings. Moreover, they may hide their phone messages or phone calls from you. Are you getting the hint? Okay, are you getting the hint? Six, indifference and sudden behavioral changes. You might notice a difference in her behavior and attitude. Your partner may show sudden changes like her hobbies and preference. She may not be bothered by anything or happening in your life. This is a sign of emotional distance. She may not be interested in your activities or in friends group. At times, this indifference can be extreme and she would start avoiding you. There can be verbal fights without any concrete reason. Denial of love is apparent. This shows that your partner is monkey branching. Hypergamy is real right there. This is the real definition of hypergamy. She's seeking a bigger and better deal. Coach Greg Adams talked about this quite a lot. The the free agent lifestyle. Coach Greg Adams talked about this a lot. And on this channel, I am going to talk about this, okay? Number 7, ex-partners. Women who monkey branch usually have many ex-partners. Timeline between relationship usually short. If the partner was never alone and may not remember her last single status. At times, she may tell you about her long list of admirers. Short and unsteady relationship kept her busy all the time. They jump from one relationship to another very fast without even realizing it. When they break up with you mentally and physically, they're already over you without you even realizing it. Number 8, constant flirting. This is the most important indicator of monkey branching. Constant flirting with many guys will have an ongoing relationship. If your partner swings from you to the other guys, will have an ongoing relationship. Flirting can take form of continuous chatting, texting, online dating, seducing him innocently. You see that happen, cut her ass off and just break up with her. Let her break her up. Break up. Let her feel the real medicine of her deeds. Number 9, no common friends. You and your partner do not have common friends. She avoids you if you ask her about her friends in case she falls into a trap. She may cheat on you various ways. While hanging out with you, she may avoid talking about her friends. You're given no chance to know about her various whereabouts. All right. Lastly, number 10. Number 10, emotional boundary. Everybody needs emotional boundaries in relationships. Monkey branch relaxes healthy emotional boundaries. The girl cheats on you, she plays with your emotions, trust, and then the relational contractor slowly crosses its boundaries. Gentlemen, brothers, when I'm talking about this, if a female plays with your trust and plays with your emotions, dump her on the spot. Let her go. Your girlfriend or wife may start seducing you with bedroom fun. She becomes demanding and controlling. This is manipulation. You feel abused. If she's interested in chasing the next relationship, won't put any effort to make that lasting, enduring relationship with you. And do monkey branching relationship last? No, they don't. It's better to end a relationship before it's too bad. Call it quits. The monkey branch relationship starts with a lot of spark and attraction, both emotional and physical. It mediates continue like this for a few days, months, or even years before the girl gets someone else more attractive, alluring than you. It can be conceived as harmless fun that would change your life forever. Later on, the relationship becomes monotonous, shows signs of cheating, fraud, deceit, dishonesty, and mistrust. That right there will kill it. Okay? At last, a monkey branching relationship ends with emotional pain, despair, even worse than imaginable. The relationship fails because of the following reasons. I'm fixing to read this down here. Okay, it fails because it is built on false expectation from your partner's side. Your partner used you to satiate her emotional and physical needs. Her new partner may catch her red-handed and trust issues come up, which cannot be mended easily. There's a constant fear of losing relations, living a single life. Thus, your partner abuses you emotionally to fill up her inner void. This is actually what a narcissist does right here, okay? The relationship based on lies, misuse of feelings, there's no mutual love or understanding. Your partner wants the best from you, and your blame games start when her expectations are not fulfilled. takes you for granted and hides her past issues from you. The relationship lacks support, is superficial, lacks good values and ethical judgment. Okay? Alright. We're going to cover 12 negative effects of monkey branching. And boys, if you're between the age of 18 up to 30, be careful who you're with. Because females will monkey branch from you to another person without you knowing it. And men take the brunt of the pain of a bad breakup. No, it's not your fault, men. It's not your fault, boys. It is just the way it is. And had I learned this when I was younger, I'd probably be in a better position by now. But you know what? I'm going to teach you this. And these contacts lead to, monkey branch relations are dishonest bonds where motives of your partner is to exploit you physically and emotionally. These contacts lead to extreme happiness for you and your partner as a relationship is devoid of pleasant emotion. It has harmful effects on your mental health. Okay, your mental health is very important. The negative effects are as follows right here. It causes negative thought patterns and false expectations. Negative emotional patterns of guilt, anger, depression, self-deletion tendencies can occur. You have feelings of trapped and cheated. You're unable to commit to a lasting relationship. Cheating by someone in your previous relationship leads to trust issues in your new relationship. Make doubt the intentions of the new partner. Low mood, low self-esteem. Difficulty in making concrete and positive decisions in life. This is especially for the men who have been in this. Men that have been in this. Okay? Difficulty in making concrete and positive decisions in life. Severe stress leading up to sleep disturbances. Like sleep deprivation. Okay. Continuous doubt may rob you of your true happiness. Yep. It can affect you on your job too. Did you know that? You're unable to be present in your moment because you are preoccupied with the thoughts of being cheated and abused. This happens to men a lot. Unhappiness of the person who suffers from this problem. You get preoccupied with what you get versus what you have now is no happiness and lasting peace in this relationship. And yes, this does happen to both men and women, but mostly this happens to men. Now, do women monkey branch and why? As I said, if she's not there for your worst, during your worst time, she should not be there for your success. Okay? She does not earn your success. I did a video titled Entitlement, which it can kill things, okay? It is said that behavior patterns mostly seen in women. Eventually, there's no evidence to support this theory. Actually, it does. Look at the divorce statistics. It's usually the cause of monkey branching. Many men get into this unhealthy habit of finding emotional security in bedroom fun pleasure. This cause of monkey branching are as follows, okay? Women practice this habit often exhibit the need to be emotionally dependent on others. They need to see a psychiatrist to get their emotions in check. Men cannot fix women. They do not have the techniques, know-how, training. Only licensed therapists have that training. They are inadequate and crave love and understanding from others. They're never happy with their present relationship status. They hunt for something bigger and better and alluring. This incessant craving knows no bounds. While she is with you, she's out there exploring other options behind your back. She feels lonely and cannot accept her single status. Poor self validation. She feels incomplete, insecure, and not worthy without a man in her life. You cannot live by yourself. She's always want others to fulfill her emotional needs and make her feel existent and for utmost security. You have to never love or trust in her inner goodness. Women monkey branch because she keeps her options open in case anything goes wrong with her present relationship. Okay? She feels her partner fills up the emotional gaps, which is unfulfilled by her ex-boyfriend. Personally carrying emotional baggage is what that means. She wants a better man in her life who are handsome, rich, and attractive. Listen, the boyfriends you got into a relationship when they were poor and struggling, and all of a sudden their money takes off, and you want to go back and say, "Hey, can we have a second go at our relationship?" They're going to tell you no. Okay, monkey branch is a sign of her mental weakness. She could dump many relationships found unsuitable for her in the long run. What to do if you know someone is monkey branching? Monkey branching is selfish, lacks commitment, and is greedy. It involves taking. There's no emotional contact between partners. You know, the woman can take and take and take and take and take until the giver falls flat on his face. You see? The relationship is not flexible, it is controlling and restricting its makeup. What to do if you know someone is unhealthy practice? Dump them. Few ways of developing self-esteem and personal worth of a person who is monkey branching is essential. It helps them to get into the healthy relationship patterns. You might follow the tips. Okay, you might find following tips helpful. Number one, no questioning. If you find your girlfriend or wife is monkey branching, avoid asking questions about her whereabouts and behavior. Avoid giving lectures, sermons as it won't save the already broken bond. Dump her. Stop blaming, question, or attention. If your girlfriend or wife feels she can get happy for a new partner, which you can fail to provide, cross question at this time can make things worse. The best thing is to do, don't even get married. Getting married, you're signing yourself up to be finessed by the family courts, men. You're signing yourself up to be destroyed. Don't do it. Don't do it, men. Oh, well, I love you. I want to spend the rest of my life. That's a myth. That's a lie. Because the moment she takes your last name, that's your legacy. And while you're out working and busting your chops and bringing in the money, she's going to bring somebody else into your house, in your bed, while you are away and get her needs met there. And it's been proven that this happens. Cheaters, mostly often the women, they push the cheating statistic up to par with men cheating. So, anyways, all right, let's continue on the tips. Number two, never force her to continue. Your girlfriend is aware of what she's doing. She knows her moral boundaries. Thus, do not force her to continue a relationship when she is reluctant to do so. Your partner knows her loyalty, and she does not want to know it from you. Let her go. Tell her it's over. Tell her there's that door. Collect her stuff. Get out of the house. Tell your partner, get out. There's no ifs, no ands, no buts. And tell her that she should have thought about that. She should have thought about a place to live before trying to go seek another flame while being in your crib. All right? Men, have some guts. to stand up for your rights. Remember, number one has to take care of number one. And if you own your own home, own your own land, take charge of that crib, take charge of your own place like a boss. And I promise you, either she'll snap out of her little silly reality, or, or, or she'll just go ahead and leave and go on to the new partner and then come crying back to you, which you have the ball in your court, so to speak. Talk it out. You and your partner must discuss the current status of a relationship. Open discussion of your expectation can be helpful to restore the mental peace. Never talk negatively about her to a new relationship. Let her make her own decisions without your help. Leave her to understand issues on her own. Do not try to control her behavior. Be clear that your expectations go from this relationship. This is time to verbalize your desires. If she doesn't agree with it, it's better to walk out of the bond. Now, lastly, talk to a therapist. Take professional help from the relationship counselor if things appear to be stressful. It'll help restore peace and happiness in your personal life. Breakups can be painful if you're committed, but genuine from your side. It is hurting to stay in an unfaithful bond. In other words, you deserve respect to be reciprocated from your partner. But if she's going to keep her foot on first base and try to steal second to the new partner, then strike her out with that baseball. Okay? Now, we're going to talk about self-help tips for monkey branching people. We're going to get to that in a little bit. Alrighty, self-help tips for monkey branching people, okay? We're going to cover this. Excuse me. To those who monkey branch, okay, self-help tips for monkey branching people. Do you spend time wishing to meet and live with your dream man? Are you sure that single status haunts you at every moment? Do you feel stressed out when there's no partner in your life? If the answer to these questions is yes, then it's time for some emotional healing. Okay, it is evident that your unhealthy relationship patterns have the root cause somewhere in the past, maybe growing up years. How can you help yourself? All right. Trying to find out the reason for your learned attention behavior. Take professional help if needed. In other words, seeing a licensed relationship therapist. Balance your thought process by thinking positive and feeling genuine. Be truthful with what you think and how do you feel. Talk to a therapist. Okay? Build your broken self-esteem. That's one of the pillars of your healthy relationship is self-esteem. How you feel about yourself. Try to speak happiness with what you have. Don't want more than what you deserve. Exactly. Depend on yourself, not others, for emotional support. Work on your moral values. Amen. Practice yoga, mindfulness for inner peace and happiness. And lastly, visit a psychologist to reduce stress. Now, we're going to talk about monkey branching frequent asked questions. Okay? Does monkey branching work? No, it doesn't. Monkey branching is a form of cheating. And remember, all roads lead to Rome. Monkey branching relationship do not work because it's based on mistrust and cheating. It's cruel, flirting with a lot of positive attraction between partners. It ends in utter despair when the deceitful action of one partner gets revealed. How would you like to be called out? To the woman out there listening to my video, how would you like to be called out as a monkey brancher? And let me tell you, um, that's worse than being called a garden tool by many and easy by many. And that, you do not want that. Okay? What are 6 stages of monkey branching? We're going to talk about these here, okay? The 6 stages of monkey branching are: number 1, flirting and romance. This is the first stage where partner feels attracted towards each other. Easy romance and sharing a lovable feelings are prominent. Emotional connection feels strong. You keep people going steady for some time. Number 2, consistent conversation and texting. In this stage, the girl may want to text you or meet you more frequently. Regular hanging out and visits make the relationship look alluring. Monkey brancher can test whether her partner suits her needs and expectation of being an ideal partner. Listen, to the girl or woman listening to this, men take longer to mature. And if you ain't got the time or the patience, you don't need to be in a relationship. You hear me? You need to go to a psychologist and get yourself fixed and get your stuff in your life situated before hurting someone else. This right here, you're in this monkey branching thing you're doing, you're creating more victims, including your own self, so to speak. Consistent conversation and texting, okay? That's not. Okay, number 3, hiding facts. Monkey branchers can hide facts from our partner. This can be avoiding talks about friends or ex-relationships. This stage is a warning sign when the relationship is missing out on true love and trust. That's almost not possible to have that nowadays. Hiding personal information or lying facts about self is also present. Now, number 4, surfacing problem. At the time when a faithful partner identifies the true intent of monkey brancher, may wish to move out of the relationship, there will be verbal fights and emotional abuse. These are red flags that are enough and thus enough to end this relationship. Okay, regrets and disappointment. Is this phase most difficult one for your faithful partners? Monkey branching partner will walk out as if they're heading to a new branch. And remember, this cycle will repeat until the final branch breaks. The faithful partner feels cheated and suffers regret with emotional pain. That could be the man right there who suffers from that brunt. Number 6, abandonment or walking out. The partners move apart in the stage. They abandon each other and find a way to deal with the trauma of the broken relationship. And lastly, can a monkey brancher come back to you? Yes, they can. Monkey branchers can come back and try to relate to their ex-partners if their new relationship suffer from the same signs of relationship issues. Usually a monkey brancher looks for emotional security, revert back to those people who they feel can support them in a similar way. The insecure partner may come back if happiness disappears, steady flow of validation from her present partner goes off. So in other words, you're her backup plan in case her plan fails. Best thing in this scenario is she exit the relationship with you, keep her as an ex for a reason. Okay? Taking back an ex is like taking back a trash from a landfill. That trash stinks to high heaven. Trash is thrown there for a reason. It's to be getting rid of. Okay? Monkey branching can be argued as a rebound relationship when a monkey brancher suspects that her present relationship is showing signs of failure and disappointment, she starts establishing new connection as a way of backup resources. Now, do exes come back after monkey branching? Yes, it's possible they come back together as monkey branching. But whatever relation can again grow and evolve is a matter of controversy. Faithful partner may not want his partner back because of her deceitful actions. Cheating and playing with emotions are apparent in a relationship. The success rate is minimal or may not happen altogether. Are you getting this? Closing thoughts on this matter. The parting thoughts that make it unclear any relationship that cheating, mistrust, and dishonest attention cannot be a successful one. Monkey is a need-based relationship that plays with someone's emotions. It is toxic, leave you drained, and emotionally exhausted. To the man, the relationship is loaded with negative energy and continued disrespect. Never-ending drama and self-betrayal can downpour your emotional well-being. Sometimes it's necessary to end things on a bad note and to move ahead in life, so to speak. I'm glad you got a chance to get this message across, so to speak. I need to get this out. Now, now, in a loving relationship does not reside in difficulty, resistance, complexity, and duality. In these terms that I think and defend is a loving relationship must be simple, easy, fluid, or even obvious, meaningful. No, I do not exclude certain passions of life, indeed more difficult. Now, there are good times in your relationship, but there are bad times or more numerous. Do not consider this to be normal. It's more likely that your essence are not present in your relationship. Stop for a while, refocus, ask yourself the right question. Simply ask your partner to reinstall together these essence necessary for your happiness. If it's not possible, your celibacy certainly will be less miserable than your life today. Yep. So if you think your relationship is not fulfilling but could be worse, then you are already unhappy. The pain may not be intense enough to make the change. You are in a comfort zone and cling to it like a mussel to its rock. It's a matter of time. You don't do anything, one day you or your partner will leave, or worse. Or you and your partner will monkey branch out of this relationship while dragging your mental, emotional state for weeks, months, or even years. That's emotional baggage right there. We will share insight on this monkey branching so you can avoid some suffering. We're here to help you to get to the bottom of 10 red flags, whether your partner is already monkey branching or what you can do to regain control. So again, your partner would say, I did not cheat. There's nothing wrong with having a backup plan. Okay, well, let me equate this in a simpler term. A backup plan. That's like going in your room, cleaning up all your garbage in one bag. Okay, you get ready to leave that relationship, you drag that same trash bag filled with trash with you from one relationship into the next. And it's there. That's your baggage of problems. It's there. Your backup plan is going to see that right there and, that's cute. I wonder what's in it. And lo and behold, you're going to let the cat out of the bag. You see? Now, This is what most people are exercised. Monkey branching will say when they're confronted with their partner. So to understand whether monkey branching is a new dating relationship trend, just a form of old-fashioned cheating, we need to first define the term. All right, monkey branching. There's no mention of monkey, but there's no monkey harm over your relationship. In fact, the term implies the act of jumping from one branch to the next as if people were monkeys. Okay? It occurs when a man or a woman is currently in a relationship but continue to engage in relationship-like, not so innocent activities with other people. For example, let's say you're in a committed relationship and the partner's looking at other people and getting their phone number and texting them while being in a relationship with you. Should be focusing their time with you to keep the relationship consistent, so to speak. Okay? Excuse me. It also occurred when, okay, now, you might see a monkey branching with your partner giving out their phone number to help a new neighbor move, or texting that attractive friend they met at the gym or local grocery store. Now, here's where it gets real interesting, okay? But wait, isn't that an unnecessary paranoia? So, what my partner is making friends from the opposite sex or hanging out with them or even text them. Think of Jane, not everything is a red flag trigger. Well, you're absolutely 100% right. It may not be a red flag. Your partner may happen to be texting an attractive, interesting single friend. People who do this will master true character and deceive you to believe that you are the sweetest person ever. Just remember, that is the fruit of the tree of knowledge of good and evil that allegedly the woman ate off of in the Garden of Eden. That is the strength of their evil. Yep. There are far more features in someone like this. They have been trained to do that for so long. Now, with feminism up in the air and people embracing it like a new religion and following the ideology teachings, which actually destroyed the traditional family units and kicked fathers out of homes and made the government the baby daddy, so to speak. All right? This is why we have a carefully chosen la crema de la creme when it comes to the most obvious monkey branching. All right? Signs that you need to consider when your partner tells you how unreasonable you're being, because chances are you're right to have questions and concerns if you are the new branch that monkey wants to jump to. The shocking 10 sign of monkey branching. Okay? We're gonna cover this, okay? We are going to cover this. Excuse me. The 10 signs of monkey branching, okay? All right, the Flashman Syndrome. This term is a courtesy to describe how fast a person is willing to attract someone they met in person or online. A complete stranger that has nothing in common with either professionally or socially. It already suggests they might be interested in finally, without much effort, give their phone number under pretenses. What does that mean for the old branch? Mobile phone is used a lot. It's probably a significant indication that your person is flirting with others. Oftentimes, men will find their women doing something they ain't got no business doing. And they will put themselves out there in a situation to test their partner. And they know it's wrong, and they just go out there and do it anyways. And most women have lost their lives doing this. Did you know this? Most women lost their lives putting their lives on the line for someone cute and has felonies on them and been in prison. They'd rather go to that guy instead of the good guy or the nice guy who's got his stuff together. And these F girls or bad girls, they don't deserve a good man. They don't deserve anybody that is, his career is taken off, everything is taken off. They don't deserve him. Anybody who says they do, they need to have their mental check, health check. All right? You cannot make a garden tool into a housewife. You are suddenly not good enough. All right? That's a telltale sign right there, okay? This is one thing dealing with constructive criticism. Trying to motivate and push our partners forward to reach their potential is dealing with verbally abusive partner who suddenly scrutinize all the negative things about you. It usually becomes repetitive, and you can both definitely see a pattern whether they express it seriously or humorously. Remember, even spoken as a joke, words have power. Did you know that? They'll often make mental and physical comparisons, blame you for everything that was wrong with the relationship. They will find excuses to create tension and leave in pursuit of communication with someone else. Majority of women, they initiate fights to get out of a relationship. And they're good at starting stuff up. Then when things go south, they come right back to the ex begging for a second chance. They're not given a second chance. Like that song, you don't know what you got until it's gone. All right? So again, number 3, projecting fear and uncertainty. Any men feel insecure because it appears like women is out of their own class or league. You might ask why a man is dating a woman who isn't with him or exact same social level. Explanation for this is because of the advantages of a relationship that gives him, not simply he wishes to end up with her. However, this is also the case of interaction with older women and younger ones. In this scenario, the younger man normally he dates from the elderly woman to an old lady who falls back. At the end of the day, it falls apart. So to speak, the older women will date younger men. Those are the easiest guys she can attract. And trust me, there's younger men who will date older women for that. And it's number 4, societal pressure. Friends, peer pressure, serious business. So if your partner lets their friends meddle with your relationship, it's a red flag. Okay? Or your marriage. Friends will impact their friends greatly until fulfill their needs, particularly if they decipher that their partnership cannot be worthy. Show me your buddy and I'll tell you who you are is most real, and your friends will just exist with you. No one desires this. Of course, most men and women feel the need to please their friends by engaging with their people their friends are likely to approve of. Excuse me. Now, with that being said, when people try to form a relationship with other people, it's going to backfire. Okay, it's going to backfire. It's not going to work out. In the group of people that are trying to form relationships, they will founder. Okay? All right, you ready for this other one? Number 5, emotional dependence addiction. All righty. When the relationship is about to die or immediately after a breakup, emotional junkies will jump right back in with someone. In other words, they never learn like themselves, despite your partner being an adult and never grown up person. They also rely on emotionally on others for all sorts of help. Are tremendously fearful of being alone in the world. All right. Did you know that? Number 6, no more campus. Now, if you're with someone, likely you know about the person to decide whether they're decent or not. Sets of question comes into place. All right. Are they honest? Are they trustworthy? Are they responsible? All right. Now, these 3 questions are missing from your other half, then the chances are for that person to throw you under the bus is very likely. Even if the person is not monkey branching, their lack of moral campus will definitely lead them there. Number 7, the last breakup was just around the corner. From early on, you could tell the person's likely to monkey branch. The person's already excited to get in a relationship, it's already started on the first date, and this is either because they have either ended a relationship or preparing to use you as a new branch to abandon their old one. Take note, that very certainly this individual wants to jump straight into more intense and physical facets of a relationship. Okay, their boundaries are few and far between. They will struggle to follow yours. I suggest that you do your background check if you want a long-term relationship. Number 8, incognito mode. They will go on and on about how amazing you are. They will take you to dinners, get you gifts, listen to what you're rambling all night about all the bad haircut you just had, and they will do their absolute best to isolate you from your friend circle and family. So this person right here who you're dating, and it's a monkey brancher, will do the incognito mode. They will find excusing like establish strong foundation or enjoying the pleasure of secrecy. But we all can agree that we as humans love to show our most precious possessions. We love to show off our partner to people that matter to us. Number 9, the invisible lover. I'm sorry about clearing my throat and having wheezed in my chest. Here in Lone Star State, we get winter around the corner and all that good stuff. Number 9, the invisible lover. Okay, a monkey branch is most concerned about hopping from relationship to relationship. They're still looking for the next romantic high, so they are unlikely to bring that relationship last, meaning you will have a difficult time convincing them to meet your mate. Meet your loved one is the most important phase in many relationships, and a monkey brancher is unprepared to cope with substantial obligations. Number 10, serial flirters. Okay, serial flirters. They exist, so to speak. They will flirt every possible way, labeled under friendly compliments. If your partner constantly flirt with others in person or online, verbally or body language, you should keep an eye on how serious they flirt with others. They might plan to be going from one relationship to the other without giving you any other indications, so to speak. Some of the monkey branching characteristics promote flirtatious friendship with others. They're like to swing. In other words, they want to swing directly from one launch pad to another. Why can we potentially lose our partner to monkey branching? Well, okay, it has nothing to do with you. People monkey branch when they get emotionally attracted to someone new and fascinating. All right, because deep interest awakened by new fame, they do not see the new person as a new personal fault, rather than someone who can spice up their lives. This is why we want to speak to new individuals, strengthen their relationship. Eventually, every relationship develops to the point that they believe the new person knows something about them, so they flirt and then monkey branch. But make no mistake, monkey branch is no picnic. Skydiving is safer than finding yourself in a relationship with a monkey brancher. Okay? Did you get that? The issue is that most people are unaware that there's a box for people like this. Keep an eye out for these signals. If you find anything odd about your partner's behavior, you quickly notice your mate has a propensity to swing from one partnership to another before the existing one is done. If you think your mate is a monkey brancher, you should definitely cut and run. Did you get that? Cut and run. When we look at monkey branch partnership from a rebounding perspective, we can see that it lasts from 3 weeks to 7 months. Anything older than that is unlikely to be a thing, because a person who has feelings for you will be unable to stay away from you, and that is a fact. Because guilt and suffering and guilt can keep a monkey branch from acting against his or her wishes. They would choose not to break up with the person that initiate their swing. All right. However, a monkey branching partnership isn't a turnaround. It has the potential to last even longer. Okay. It can continue years until the underdeveloped monkey brancher settles into rhythm and begins to take his or her relationship for granted. The monkey branching recovery center, okay? There's nothing to do. Okay, if your partner monkey branch from you and breaks up with you, start healing, okay? Start healing from there. Don't go out, look for a new girl and start a relationship and then turn around and go right back to where you was when you got broke up. All right? Okay, the reality is there's nothing more you can do to save your partner from monkey branching. They're just going to go from one partner to the other. You can't stop it. It's like Titanic. When the Titanic hit the iceberg, one compartment began to overflood, and the other one, and the other one, and the other one. And before you know it, the whole ship got its backside up in the air, and then the ship split, and both went to different directions, and many souls perished in that awful iceberg accident. All right? He or she has formed a friendship, a bond with someone else. So please, return demands will be futile. They would turn have the reverse effect of forcing your monkey branching ex to relive humiliation and shame. Alrighty? And if your partner experiences these negative feelings, you can be sure that he or she will continue to shield him or herself from them. Your significant other can do this by being enraged and blaming you for how he or she feels. Also, practice self-love and know when to take a step back. So, if you are a dumpy in a monkey branching operation, you should avoid speaking with your ex. If you want to remain friends, talk to your ex. He or she will not only harm you, but hinder your recovery. No, don't become friends with your ex. They're your ex for a reason. They didn't work out. Your ex will know how that you have a great regard for him or her and that you are not planning to leave anytime soon. To gain your ex's love, you must first demonstrate you are deserving of it. And allies talking to your ex will not help. It simply indicates you and your ex that you can wait for him for an extended period. While they busy doing their own thing and racking up partner counts and creating more and more emotional baggage. And they return right back to you up when that branch breaks. You're going to be right back at square one, so to speak. Ask yourself that question. Are you worth being with someone else who's going to reciprocate the love you have for the other person? So to speak. All right? Now, so if you want to increase the odds of reuniting with a monkey branch ex, go cold turkey and vanish from the face of the earth. This way you will concentrate on the ones that are important to you and communicate with them. And one last thing, yes, monkey branching is cheating. It is cheating. That's one of the signs of cheating, so to speak. All right. So, anyways, I need you to understand. So narcissists are always in new relationships, okay? Now, when you're in love with a narcissist, cycle is intense emotional fear and this is one of the triads of the bad boys of the narcissist. And most women are drawn to them because of their sense of apathy. Life often feels chaotic, nonsensical at the moment. They promise you the world, tell you do anything to make you happy, and the next thing you're complete garbage, as you're the worst person they ever met. Okay? Then oscillate between entirely being committed in a relationship and straying into a new partner. All right? Narcissists use manipulation tactics to get what they want. Monkey branching is one method they use to maintain their narcissistic supply. But what is this narcissistic phenomenon and the signs you need to know? So, yeah. Anyways, what is monkey branching? Now, think of how monkeys swing from branch to branch, okay? They move swiftly and confidently. Feet never touch the ground. Their eyes laser focused on the next move, and yet they calculated and efficient. They don't release one branch until they secure their hand around the second one. All right? So when it comes to humans, the monkey branch perpetually prepare themselves for the next best thing. They have their eyes peeled on a new person, a new relationship, even when they be committed to you. As a result, they swing from tree to tree, hopping onto whatever next looks exciting, with their moves are more intentional and rehearsed. Did you know that they'll lie to the new partner and say that they're not in a committed relationship? But see what happens is they lie They lie and lie and lie and lie. Once the old partners meet each other and they call her out. Oh, I never told you that. And they're going to say, oh, yes, you did. Okay, a monkey brain should prepare themselves for an optimal exit strategy just in case the relationship fails. They never completely surrender to their partners. Subsequently, they cannot fully settle or commit. No matter how in love they might claim to be, they still aim to keep their options open until they hit the wall. Until women hit the wall. Oh, is that offensive? Women do hit the wall hard. What happens is Father Time comes in like the Grim Reaper. He turns off your looks of glow looks. Okay? He gives you crow's feet. The next thing he's going to hit is your hair. He's going to give you gray hair. Then he's going to give you more weight gain. You're going to be looking unappealing to others. The next thing he's going to hit your voice box. Of course, the many monkey branchers are actively cheating on their partners. Whoops. That's cheating, so they're freely swing from tree to tree, not caring about the consequences. Others just get close to infidelity. Their actions no longer just are highly disrespectful and manipulative. So, yes. Why do narcissists monkey branch, okay? At the end of it, narcissists monkey branch because they get the best of both worlds. As I said, the women hit the wall. And that monkey branching is going to end when they have everything that used to attract a mate. It's lost and gone forever. Okay? Narcissists are never happy with what they have, at least not very long. They always want more, 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 more. At first, this will seem paradoxical, especially when the relationship is new at the beginning. The supply you offer them feels complete. That's where the constant love bombing comes in. But time always reveals their true motives. The more attached you become to them, the more they start devaluing you. At the same time, they usually pinpoint at least one person they rebound with if the relationship fails. This provides them with a viable backup plan. Now, women do have backup options. They ain't gonna show it to you. This explains why many narcissists move on to a new relationship so quickly. They already have someone else lined up. And temporarily satisfying the inflated ego. Father Time is going to work on that ego for the young hot women that thinks their stuff don't stink. All right. Narcissists have inflated egos and unrealistic sense of entitlement. I told you that they ain't there for your struggling time. They should not be there for your successful time. If they want something in their mind, automatically justified they deserve to have it. No, they don't. However, the inflated ego is fragile, is large. The moment the narcissist doesn't get what they want, they overreact. This is known as the ego threat. All right? Now, this is known as one reason they struggle with emotional regulation. They rationalize monkey branching behavior in response to an ego threat. They often assume they deserve better in a relationship. If flirting with someone else can temporarily satisfy their insatiable need to feel important and unique. And this happens more often than what we all think, okay? Maintaining and refueling a narcissistic supply. Okay, you already know that narcissists require ongoing validation and recognition to feel important in their lives. All right? Because they cannot give themselves self love, they rely on external source to provide the affection. The narcissists refuel their supply in numerous ways, using people, accumulating material goods, achieving a desirable status, obsessing over their appearance, engaging in compulsive behaviors. They alternate between these methods frequently. Many narcissists start monkey branching once they feel the relationship no longer serves their needs. This can happen at any point in relative common after you start standing up for yourself, implement boundaries. This also can start when you start experiencing some of your own successes. They cannot tolerate you being better than them, so they aim at finding other ways to refuel their supply. Did you know this? Narcissists hate revenge. They hate losing. They feel threatened in a relationship. It triggers their narcissistic rage. You know what? Let them monkey branch to the new guy when you're succeeding. Let them, because one of these days they are going to need you, so to speak. They're going to need you. And tell them you're not in walking ATM. You're not no backup plan. You ain't got no backup plan. You're not no backup man. You're not no backup partner. You're not no fallback partner, whatever the term they're going to use. As a result, they may start monkey branching and restore a sense of winning the game. With this strategy, they feel more powerful and important. Take note, the more they do this, they build a reputation of people around them. And a lot of men talk. They say, you know, I've been with that girl. She's a liar, she's a narcissist, and she will use you and dump you. And guess what? She'll go to the next guy that nobody knows and start flirting with him. And the guy that's been hurt will go and warn that guy, say, hey, she's no good. They may flirt and cheat to hurt you. If they believe you wronged them, even if it's completely unstrung, monkey branching levels distorted play field. So yeah. Now, common signs of monkey branching, okay? How you know the narcissist is guilty of this dirty habit? Here's some of the key signs. All right? Extremely flirtatious. Do you feel a knot or dread every time you're out with a narcissist? You don't know. They're going to say something inappropriate. Has a friend ever suggested that your partner made to feel uncomfortable? Okay? If you just confront them on this behavior, they get extremely defensive and insist that they're just friends, that the other person is flirting with them. Chronic flirting means your partner doesn't respect your boundaries and the sanctity of your relationship. I already covered that once. Now, as I said something about their phones, they're private with technology, private with laptop computers. They're private with this, they're private with that. They password protect their stuff. They insist for safety. You ask their bar a phone call, look up something, they become skittish and uncomfortable because they got hidden stuff in there that can reveal what they're up to. Okay? They might be spending much time online, whether it's scrolling through social media, sending emails, interacting on message boards. If you casually ask what they're doing, they might respond defensively or vaguely. Yep. Now, dating apps. There are no reason a committed partner needs to have dating apps on their phone. Don't fall for the line. They haven't gotten around to deleting it, or they're using to find friends. 99% of the time, that's a bald-faced lie. Many monkey branchers see what's out there. They may have a step and connect and interact with others. You know, they don't even know the person is right in front of them. Maybe they say, oh, that person is cute. And I've said often the cutest person's got the most felonies. That nobody even want to talk about. Now, spend more time outside the home. All right, suddenly they're going to the gym every morning or before work. They want another weekend out with the boys. They went for a quick grocery errand, but it's been 3 hours. What's going on? Okay. Spending more time outside the home could mean anything. It certainly represents a monkey branching red flag. Oh, make no mistake, accusation of cheating or expressing their fear about it. And one finger is pointed at you and three of them are pointed back at them. So there you go, you got it. Narcissists love to deflect their behavior. That's a manipulation right there. And anyways, I'm gonna put this here. I'm gonna conclude this video on monkey branching because I've already covered this topic already. Now, what should you do if your partner's monkey branching? Break up with them. End the relationship. It's a self-centered, harmful, selfish way narcissists meet their needs. People do get hurt in the eventual crossfire. Sorry about that. Avoid questioning. Is it worth bombarding them with questions if they want a meaningful explanation? A narcissist can't give you one. They will deny, downplay your behavior, or they will turn on you by accusing you of being controlling, paranoid, and insecure. Narcissist knows exactly what they're doing. They just don't care. All right, consider your intentions. Why are you still in a relationship? You feel trapped? It's time to look inwards. Consider your option. What next step? You maintain your self-worth and honor your well-being. All right, in the behavior, break up. In the behavior, break up. Break up. Make a clean break. This sounds familiar. You reached a settlement, a vague sense of security after narcissists swore on their mother's grave they wouldn't, okay, do that. Break their sacred promise, perhaps. They swore they stopped cheating. Lepers never changed their spots. Remember that, okay? That's what I'm trying to tell you. Leopards never changed their spots. They swore that they'd try to be a better partner, better spouse, friend, parent. After a short period of trade, they reverted back to the same pattern. They swore they stopped being insensitive, stopped raging, stopped lying. We realized it was all more lies. It is what it is. Consequently, you can't loathe it to a narcissist, but you can loathe yourself falling for their lies more and more. Listen, the more they build their lies, okay, the more it's going to implode, all right? It's going to implode on them, okay? I know this feeling, okay, right here. There's almost nothing worse than the ice that runs through your veins after discovering a narcissist has been chatting it up with people behind your back or even in bed beside you while you're asleep. That happens. You may even try to help them understand what they're doing, try to convert them to become more faithful. You cannot convert a leopard into a kitty cat to be tamed. Break up with them. Let them alone. Let them learn from their own destructive path. When you stop making obvious choice for yourself, and minor children may have a negative outweighing a positive, it's the relationship's going to become destructive, so to speak. Over time, this pattern becomes exhausting. You will spend more time doing detective work and then enjoying the actual relationship. All right. Being cheated on is harmful and psychologically damaging. Making a personal choice to do something different and empowering gives you the freedom to pursue your own interest, passion, relationship without worrying about someone else sabotaging them. Now, I'm going to conclude this here. I'm going to conclude this. I'm going to put this here in the description. So I'm glad I concluded this video on monkey branching, because hypergamy runs real deep. Now, if you want to go and say that your new partner is great and everything, and they're doing all kinds of stuff subtle behind your back, it's time to break up. Time to break the ties. Until next time, take care of yourself and peace.